Hello, everybody! Welcome back to the Orsak Narrative Universe. My name is Joshua Orsak, and we are continuing the Truckin ONU game with Brian, James, and Bearbo. The magical truckers delivering goods across the plains after the Great Deconvergence. Mostly for the individual known as Danny Lone Star, though right now they're on a mission, partly with him, or they got something for him so they can get permission to get off work. They have retrieved a piece of a crystal, which is empowered by the joy of the open road. They're going to use that crystal to alter their truck to get some much-needed upgrades. To do that, they had to go to a planet of mud on the elemental plane of mud. There, they ran into the crystal to break a piece off, and the last thing that happened is the crystal constructed many different energy beings that are chasing them down at light speeds. And that is where we ended last time, and we're going to pick up this time in that same situation.
Well, Brian James, we're in a bit of a pickle. We're going to have to get away from these things, and they're fast. They're slightly fast. We're going to need every drop of magic we got. The full might of redneck thaumaturgy. Gasoline magic, your propane magic, all the power of the pseudo-elemental planes and more. I hope you're ready to put the pedal to the metal and the fire to the gas. Because right now, if these things get to us, we're dead men. They might as well be gods in terms of power. Let's see if they're gods in terms of speed.
I think there's something we can do about this. We got a few tricks up our sleeve, I'm sure. Also, how long do you think we got to go before they give up?
We're going to have to get off this plane of existence, so we got a long way to go.
Yeah, I thought so. Thought that was going to be the problem. There ain't no portals nearby?
Portals? There ain't no portals from one world to the other no more, Brian James. It's the road or it's nothing.
There is no way off a plane.
Well, I have the portal detection, so I thought that there could be potential.
There can on prime material planes, sir. Not on outer planes. One outer plane can't reach another outer plane. That's what the deconvergence. I mean, there are exceptions, but they're very few and far between, and there ain't nothing that links the mud plane to any other plane of existence except for the earth plane and the water plane. Okay. But even those are very, very few and far between.
So we have to get back to the.
You got to get back to the Great Road, sir. You got to get back to the big road that takes you to the blockchain dimension, and from there to other place in the multiverse. And I can't guarantee that this being's reach will not reach that far. This crystalline structure, this being that you've rightly pissed off, excuse the language for anybody who's watching, excuse me, is be a bit of a problem.
All right.
What do you want to do?
Alright, well, level 6, I have the spell value propane now, so I can just use mana to acquire value propane.
Okay, is that what you're going to do?
I mean, I think that's a good way to start off.
I think it's a good choice.
Wouldn't be able to keep up, so it's a pretty heavy mana cost, at least for me at level 6 propane mage, it's 40 mana.
Okay, you gonna drop it?
Yeah, I drop it.
Okay. Roll against me on the 100-sided, sir.
Ooh, not good. A 29.
Okay, these things are on you. They get attacks. Roll for initiative.
Can I use mounted luck? Can I do that before initiative?
Use what?
Mounted luck.
Yeah, you sure can.
I failed 99.
Okay.
Initiative.
Yep. That's all one.
Oh, 30.
Bearbo beat him. They rolled a 9 collectively with their bonus, and I rolled an 11 total. So, Bearbo did. What do you want to do, sir?
So I'm assuming the value propane just wasn't enough in that instance.
No, they're fast, sir. They're real fast. They're very comfortable at the superluminal speeds y'all are currently traveling.
There's something else, Brian James. This ship can't, this truck can't maintain these speeds forever. We have to slow down. Even the magic going straight from the propane realm can't maintain the spell jamming forever. We have to stop at some point. But they don't. We can go a few hours, maybe half a day. They can keep on going forever. We gotta get away from them. We gotta get away from them quick. Real quick.
I feel like it's better to spend our time trying to get to try to get another shot at outrunning them.
I feel like it's better if we try to spend our time getting another shot at outrunning them.
I think that's a good idea. I don't think these are things that you can hide from just very easily.
We're gonna need to figure it out.
What do you want to do, sir?
Or
what do you want? What do you want Bearbo to do?
Well, we ran out of value, or at least, both Bearbo and I used up our value. I have 17 mana left. What color are they? What color is this construct?
They're not a car. They're they look like animal spirits that are running at you, and they stretch on to infinity as they speed at you as they speed towards you at insane, maddening speeds.
So they don't have like a, I guess they're. I wouldn't be able to pull the color out of nowhere anyway. What can Bearbo do to speed us up? I know he's got powers of gasoline.
I can try. But if your value propane didn't outrun them, the extra gasoline ain't gonna do it either. We need to think outside the box. You have to have an emotion that counters the power that's represented. This is the joy of the open road. We don't have access to that kind of a thing.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. We don't have that. We can't just pull that color out of nowhere.
Indeed.
And there's just limitless amounts of them. If we were to, we can't fight our way out of it.
I don't think it's. Anything's possible.
Anything's possible. I could try to generate enough thaumaturgical energy to create the counter feelings, the emotional energy that counters them, and see if we can make it work that way. But I just don't have the time to be confident in what I can produce, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I think we're just not. We haven't quite figured it out yet. I think there's a better idea. I'm just going through them in my head. Not sure yet. We've picked the right one. I'm not sure yet if I want to drop one of these boons yet, but that would definitely help.
That would make a slightly difference, that's for sure.
I still think we can figure this one out. I think this is doable still. What's around us?
Mud.
Still mud, right? Okay.
As far as the eye can see, an infinite realm, mud, and then black, and then mud, like black space with nothing in it except for more like balls of mud, giant planets of mud, and then endless spheres of mud. And right now you're in a tunnel that's cut out of the endless, like, just mass of mud that goes infinity in all directions, sir.
Okay. What about? So we own 49% of that dude's truck, and he's watching our back. Can he come and help?
I don't see how. How's he?
Yeah.
There's no way.
I've got one idea, but it's I'm not sure it'll work, and it's dangerous, rightly dangerous, slightly dangerous. I could try to take these crystals and rig them up right in the engine right now. I could try to see if I could find a way to get the energies into us. Then we'd be playing on an even playing field. We'd push everything a little bit further. If anybody knows how to embody the joy of the open road, it's Brian, James, and Bearbo. And when it comes to a race, I give us the edge every time. I could take the crystal, head over and do my thing, but it's going to be dangerous out there. and you're gonna need to buy me some time one way or the other. It ain't gonna happen in a few seconds. That's for sure.
That's an option.
Okay. Would we be able to unrig one of the crystals to give to Danny Lone Star?
I mean, yeah, you can take one. I mean, you're going to only use the one you were going to use anyways.
Okay, so he's just putting the one in. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Could I buy him time with a muddy up the works? Could I muddy? I have
Maybe.
muddy up the works.
How much you got? What's your mana cost? What's your mana total on the Muddy Up the Works?
I think I don't remember what I. Let me try to think. I spend a lot of money on them. I spent like between 250K.
Okay.
Yeah, we got a really good price on them. We got them for 100K.
Okay, but you didn't write down the mana the mana amount they represented?
No, I just wrote down that we got 3 of them, 3 per week for 100K, and Bearbo's friends made them, or his family made them.
3 per week. Okay.
3 per week. Sorry, not per day, per week. Yeah.
Gotcha, per week. I mean, if you want to drop them all, sir, it's not a bad move.
Just dropping one won't be enough. Yeah.
No, if it's gonna make a difference, you're gonna have to drop them all.
Yeah, I'll drop all 3 of them.
Okay.
Time.
Okay.
Yeah, he should rig up the.
Okay. When you drop the Money Up the Works, it certainly slows them down and gives you another bite at the apple. Roll a contested, for long enough for him to try to build this thing up. Roll a contested dex check.
Okay. I rolled a 9.
17 out of 20. Not gonna do it. Well, what's your dex? It's high, and then 20.
It's 16, but
Yeah, I know it's high. It's not even close. I mean, I beat you. Roll against me on the 100-sided now.
Can I use the bobblehead to re-roll it?
Yeah.
All right. Failed that time. I'm gonna use the bobblehead again. I rolled a 13 out of 16 this time.
Okay. Still beat you.
Okay, you still beat me.
Yeah, 17 out of 20 beats 13 out of 16. Roll against me on the 100-sided. Beat a 69.
I got one more.
Okay.
Little girl wobble. I'll try it.
You're gonna use them all now, huh? Okay.
Yeah, that's fine. I rolled a 10. I didn't get it.
Okay.
Okay. 100-sided got to beat a 69.
That's right.
I rolled a 72.
Wow. Good job. It's about time. Okay.
Yeah.
The Bearbo's got to roll his dex first, which is pretty high, very high. He's out there in the car. He's got the truck up. You can't even see as you're driving. You have to have your head out the back as you stay ahead of these things. They're traveling at you at incredible speeds, just pure energy. You see a dragon, a lion, a bear, just the energy spirits just nipping at the back of your vehicle. And Bearbo's up there just like throwing pieces together while he casts spells. And enchanter, as he makes his enchantments. I gotta roll my. That's good. Do I want to push my luck? I do. Okay, do I want to push my luck again? Do I want to push my luck again? I kind of do. Okay, I got it. you know how how enchantments on the fly and stuff like that work. I was just seeing if I had failed any of those, I'd have been in trouble. I was just seeing which stats I wanted to roll to take the chance. I ended up rolling 4, so this is pretty good. So now we're gonna see how well everything worked. I'm calling it. Nope. Not very good. Not gonna lie. That was not a great roll. I didn't crit anything, and those were not great. That last 100-sider wasn't great. So you got to have another round to hold them off. Actually, I'm gonna get a shot at you. Okay, they slam on the back of your truck. They become like a hand, and they crash down on the trailer and just crush it. Unless you have a dodge, don't you? Vehicle dodge or something.
I have vehicle dodge. I also have damage reduction, and I have me and my vehicle are 1.
Okay, which one do you want to use? Do you want to use your dodge now, or do you want to try your damage reduction?
I'll use the dodge first.
Okay, roll your dex.
I have to use damage reduction now.
Roll your dex.
I made it.
You like as the hand comes down, you like jack the vehicle so it like you're like almost drifting for a second as the hand comes down and it slams onto the road. And like you see the claws of the creatures scratch the road as you're gonna need to roll your dex again to right the truck and your con. You're gonna need Nerves of Steel here. Do you have the skill Nerves of Steel? I think it's on the sheet or something.
Yeah, I have Nerves of Steel.
Boom! That's how you stat. Roll your con +2, sir.
I made my dex, and then now my con. Ooh, I crit failed. I rolled a 20, and I do not...
You not have reroll stat crit fail?
No, that's a bad statting of me on my part.
That one from making good decision making, man. Huh?
I'm gonna use mounted luck.
Mm-hmm.
I failed it in 86.
Then I'm going to get another shot at you with these things, and you're not going to get any defensive actions here. They slam down and just crush your cab completely.
The cab or the back of the truck?
The back of the truck, not the cab, the trailer. And damage reduction didn't do anything. You're completely stopped. Unless you have something to... You might want to drop the boon, sir.
Yeah, I'll drop
It's time to drop the boon.
I'll drop a boon of the farm plane.
I do not understand why. I mean, honestly, I don't completely understand why you've held on to it so long.
I felt like we could have got through this. I mean, if one of these rolls wasn't gone bad, we probably could have gotten through it.
That's fair. That's fair. But we're at the end of that. The boon of the farm plane drops, and you find yourself like righted and back on the road, and there's like rows of corn all around you as you drive along the road. They're still behind you, and they're like trying to tear through the corn.
I gotta tell you, I'm gonna need another pair of shorts.
Let's see if I can get this thing fixed up this time. Okay, got those. Oh, 100! What? 100, sir. Y'all, Bearbo gets it rigged up into the engine. You see the light glow.
All right, let's blow this taco stand.
First, I need you to roll your wisdom to muster in you as much joy of the open road you can possibly get, sir. Drop this thing. With your wisdom.
Yeah,
So
you can, but you know how the universe acts with my wisdom.
So I rolled 100. So I'm gonna get to roll mine too.
Yeah, I rolled a 15.
I have cooperative with the vehicle fighter, which I used, and I rolled my wisdom to replace yours. Boom! My joy of the open road is enough.
My joy of the open road is enough to power this right now.
He puts his hands in the and rolled 100 after all those garbage rolls. When I saw the first 00, because I rolled them individually, and I first saw that first 00 dropped, I was like, son of a gun! I was like, no! And then that other 0 dropped. Woo, baby, man, that felt good. You can talk about close. You are, we're now just booking it, dude. We are, you've got it. Now, roll against me on the 100-sided, sir. Re-roll that 100-sided roll as we roll against each other.
There we go. 92.
35. You get ahead of them. Poof, hit that road, and you're on your way through the mud plain.
Well, I'll tell you what. After a moment like that, when you're right on the edge of death, right on the edge of abject failure, and nothing's going your way, and finally in that moment I was able to figure out that I needed to reach into the farm plane itself. It was the boon that made me realize the emotional evocatives found there. So I used a ruin of the farm plane, which allowed me to access the energy directly into the engine. But I gotta tell you, I've never done an uglier fixing job in my life. When we're out of this plane, we're gonna have to stop somewhere. Maybe one of Texas Co's, one of Lone Star's places, and spend some time fixing that thing, because I'm gonna be honest, I'm a little embarrassed by it.
Yeah, I mean, I think you did a great job, Bearbo. Don't think that poorly. I mean, we'll get it fixed up, and hopefully we won't get attacked by any of them darn elementals while we're at the gas station.
I mean, I hope not. I'm about done with fighting for the day.
Okay, is there anything you want to do as you travel along through the mud plain and continue on? So
wait, are we still on the mud plain, or will we access the farm plain for a short period of time with the boon and then come back?
No, the power of the farm plain just came to you.
Okay, I understand. And are they done following us? Have they given up?
Probably not.
Probably not. Okay. How far are we from we're going to the Great Road now?
Yes.
How far are we to the Great Road, or are we already on it now?
I mean, you're a couple days. I mean, the Great Road is in the blockchain dimension. You're a couple days away from it. I mean, at the point at which we are in the narrative.
Yeah. All right. Are there any Texacos here? I mean, you said Danny Linso did a good job spreading them out, but were those just purely in the blockchain dimension?
No, they're all across the plains. There's one you can stop off if you want to, but yeah, there's one you can stop off if you want to.
We gotta keep going. Let's just keep going until we at least get off the mud plain.
Okay.
I'm gonna use superior situational awareness.
Roll your wisdom +2.
Yeah, I failed that. You know what it is.
Yeah, I know what it is. So, as y'all are traveling, things kind of open up and you see the giant, spheres of mud everywhere. So things are opened up more as y'all approach the Great Road. You're a couple days away at this point. However, as you move along among these giant orbs, you see quite a sight. You see Orbis Sphericus Ranchus floating through the plain.
Question. So, we're ranching particle free for 2 weeks.
Yes.
Does that help us at all in this?
Maybe. It means that he won't necessarily just come for you. So good call on that. But you're gonna need to do something. You got to be nervous. It's a giant floating orb with metal rivets all over it and tiny eyes coming out, and it's firing energy beams at these giant, orbs of mud that float around in the endless darkness.
Okay. So you know how, isn't it Han Solo who flies to the asteroid field to lose people?
Yeah.
I'm going to use... I have 17 mana. I have 17 mana left. It's still the same day.
It is not the same day.
It's not, so I'm back up.
No, yep.
I'm going to put 57 mana into... pretty much, I'm going to put 57 mana into propane as an invisible and odorless, and make us helpful.
Okay.
As we maneuver through these orbs of mud to block the beams and stay hidden. Also.
Did you also take the skill fly casual or drive casual?
Yeah. Let me make sure. Yeah, I have drive casual. Yes.
Okay. Roll your Constitution. Your Constitution.
Not my day. Rolled a 19.
Okay, Orbis Sphericus Ranchus becomes aware of you, and energy beams fire out from its eyes in your general direction. You're the only thing on the road, even flying invisible and, being basically passed out trace. I mean, a creature of this, plus it has awareness, and it's looking for things just like you. Beams that look kind of like they stretch out and curve towards you.
I gotta tell you what, man. I'm just tired. I don't know, man. Brian James, it just feels like everything's going against us on this trip.
I agree, and you know what? I'm right sick of
out of game. Your fate roll. Not only have your personal rolls been garbage, your fate rolls have also been garbage, sir.
Yes.
It has been garbage all the way.
Last week
was a 9.
We're doing good.
It was a 9, and it was and so that's where you're at, sir.
Hey, I'm glad I got that 100.
Yep. Yes, that's true. Good point.
I'm gonna try this mounted luck. Maybe I can pull through with that.
Okay.
Nope, 48. All right, we're doing it.
Sir, it might be time to get an extra set of dice.
No, These dice are great. They've been through a lot.
They may have been through a lot, sir, but not gonna lie, they haven't seemed to be
I blame it on me. I don't blame it on the dice.
What do you want to do, sir?
Oh, I thought we were rolling initiative.
No, there's no initiative, sir. The beams are coming at you.
Okay.
The thing is sufficiently far away. You've got a chance to act. It's just what you want to do, sir. How do you respond? You can't imagine.
Well, I hate ranching. It's like my least favorite thing to deal with.
I mean, it's everybody's worst. Nobody wants to deal with ranching, sir. Nobody wants to deal with the ranching.
I'm assuming this thing has thousands of ranching powers stored up.
I mean, this is Orbis Sphericus Ranchus, sir. This is one of the 3 moons. This is the ranching god of the beholders. It literally is the embodiment of all the ways in which beholders are ranching, manifested as a god. It's here looking for magical items and magical things of significance among the endless, mass of mud, because it can do treasure hunts and mine a lot faster than anything else can. You've come along, and you are a perfect opportunity.
Alright, I'm going to drop my final boon.
Okay.
I'm going to drop the boon of the picking god.
Boon of the Picking Gods? Okay. Boon of the Picking Gods, unfortunately, sir, doesn't work in this situation, because it's a god, and it has decided to counter your dropping of a boon. Sorry. This energy is descending on you. Good news is a boon is a free action, so still could try to figure something out.
Bearbo, I'm really not liking this situation right here. I'm out of mana. Got my final boon. We're gonna need to really pull something out here, man. This is not looking good. I mean, normal Brian James thinks he can get out of everything, but right now, normal Brian James ain't talking. This is serious Brian James.
I hear you, brother. I'm racking my brain. I'm trying to figure some way out of here that might work. I have only one option left, and I'm not sure it'll work. I want you to know that whatever happens, I appreciated being your second.
Don't do one of them sacrifices. We can figure.
I'm not sacrificing nothing. If we go together.
Oh,
But
no,
I
like that.
If this is the last time I see you, brother, until we're on the other side, just know, whatever happens here, it was a wild ride and worth every minute.
I would agree with you, my friend.
You're the best friend
I want to die with.
You're the best friend I ever had, Brian, and the best business partner a guy could hope for. We really shattered the limitations put upon individuals by a vast and seemingly uncaring multiverse. We made a difference. We had a lot of fun. And we had an impact in the cosmos. If what I'm about to do doesn't work, and those beams reach us, and think they might, then I'll see you on the other side. We'll keep on trucking one. We'll keep on trucking one way or the other.
So I'm going to use every single resource I have to reach out to the pseudo-elemental planes and see if there is any possible way, anything that can get us out of here. I have connections to lords. I have connections to all kinds of planar beings. I'm going to try to see if I can make this work. Comes down to 2 rolls, a wisdom and a fate roll. If these don't go our way, and I mean really go our way, then this is the end of the game. Unless you have something else I don't know about.
No, I mean, that really drops everything.
There is one more hope, which is that if we die, that Danny Lone Star is able to resurrect us, so that's a fate roll too. But the odds of that are small because of the ranching power involved.
I'm assuming what Bearbo's doing, he'll like make a deal with a pseudo-elemental lord, right?
That's what he's offering.
I'm talking to every pseudo-elemental lord I know. I'm doing everything I can.
It's a 4. The blast hits the truck, sir. Do you have anything? I don't even know. Do we want Danny Lone Star to save us? Do we want to be that deep in his debt, or is it better just to go?
I mean, the only thing I have is mounted luck, unless magic resistance applies to ranging power.
Magic resistance does not apply to ranging power. Mounted luck does. Have you used it in this encounter?
I used mounted luck to get through when I used the propane is invisible and odorless. Is this still the same?
You can use it here.
Okay.
You can absolutely use it here.
All right, it's 30%, so we'll see. I rolled a 30. I crit.
You crit! You crit! You're incredible luck! You're joking! You gotta be joking! Are you kidding? Are you kidding? You're joking! You're freaking! You're killing me! You're lying! You're kidding me! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Hold on 1 second! Hold on 1 second! Oh my god! I take back everything I just said about your dice! Oh my god! Hold on 1 second! What? What? You saw the 30 and you thought the second one was going to be a number.
Yeah, and the mouse wire on my mouse was covering the dice, and I moved out of the way, and it was the 0.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
I saw a curve and I thought it was a 2, and I was like, no, I'm so close, and it was a 0.
Okay, as y'all are about to take off, y'all get sucked into the propane portal that exists in the heart of your spelljammer, and the ship, the truck like inverts itself and then comes back out, and oh my god, dude!
I know.
I can't believe it. Even if you'd have made it, all it would have done is made me re-roll. That's all making it would have done. The only way it was going to make a significant difference in, you give me a shot, but the only way it was going to, is if you, oh my god, dude. I gotta take a second. That was nuts, dude. That was nuts.
I don't know. This is like an equivalent to
I'm losing it right now.
When August dropped the 100 when he needed a 100.
Yeah.
I was like,
it also reminds me of reminded me of when you were at Helena Crane and you were in Ravenloft, and you remember you came to that last moment in the haunted house.
Yeah.
You had to drink the potion and you just barely survived.
Yeah.
Okay, you find yourselves in the presence of the queen of the propane realm, Sweet Lady Propane. Why, hello, Brian, James, and Bearbo.
Your Majesty, your Lord, it is a pleasure to be in your presence.
Indeed. Well, we have been watching you from afar. We have been keeping up with your exploits, and we know that you have struck a mighty blow on behalf of the pseudo-elemental planes against the elemental planes. And for that, we are truly grateful. The war rages.
Well, yes, of course. I'm just glad we were able to convince you that we're worth saving.
You are worth saving. It, of course, took an enormous amount of power to bring you here by that particular method. Teleporting you through the portal in your own engine is not an easy task.
I'm sure. Whatever you need, you just let us know, and we'll do it.
Yeah.
Well,
whatever you need, your greatness. I'm just still shocked. I thought we was dead.
dude, the thing is, oh my gosh, man.
Dude, I literally, that was it. There was nothing else that I had.
It's good. Yeah, that is good. That is one of the most. That is just insane. Well, my request is not an easy one.
It can't be any harder than where we came from.
A new realm has opened.
Very well. Yes.
The realm of Pseudo-Faerun.
Pseudo-Faerun. You mean like a pseudo-elemental version of the fairy plains?
Indeed.
No, of the plastic fae. You're talking about the plastic fae.
No, the plastic fae are, in fact, refugees from the original realm of Pseudo-Faerun, which has long been locked off until the Great Soul and the Great Bridge come.
I've heard of a legend like that, but I truly didn't believe it.
Believe it. The Great Soul, the Great Bridge, has come.
I'm about blown over.
I need people like you, people experienced in the plains, to travel to Pseudo-Faerun and make a few determinations for me.
I mean, we're no diplomats.
No, but you have experience with planar beings. You have the ability to move around quickly, and I need you to go to several places. I'm giving you my seal. I need you to travel to some of the great lords and queens and kings of this new realm. I need you to size them up for me. Tell me what kind of beings they are. I also need you to travel particularly to the lords that connect to the realms of fertilizer and insecticides.
Okay.
I need you to see what kind of people they are. And finally, I want you to consider whether it would be more beneficial to me to have them exactly where they are, or to have them subjugated to an individual who is, let's say, independent, but good-hearted.
So, you want to see if the status quo is, worth supporting?
Yes, precisely.
Okay. I mean, again, bit out of our wheelhouse, but, we'll give it a shot.
Excellent. That's what I'm asking you to do, is give it a shot. And should you determine that this current order needs to be overturned, then I am going to have you search for an individual, another mortal, she should stick out in this world, and do your best to get her to the Pseudo-Fae realm, which is dominated by paper. But only after you make your determinations. I want you to travel to all of the great lords and ladies. Get me a nice sampling, especially the Queen of the Realm. I want you to determine their usefulness, their reliability, their decency, our ability to deal with them. I want you to go to the Pseudo-Fae that favor the growing of and protection of crops, and especially determine whether they are worth having a alliance with. Should you determine that these beings are not the kind of people that I can trust, then I want you to go and find this individual and give them a ride. Now, out of game, this would mean actually in a few weeks, joining temporarily another, like for one night, just for maybe 15 minutes on a Sunday night, joining a game of another person. Because what you would be doing is giving the Grezula, the paper mage, a ride in a very difficult situation. If, and there is an if, you determine that this is not a good fit for the pseudo-elemental planes. Now, Sweet Lady Propane is Sweet Lady Propane is lawful good.
Okay.
So, but that can't be the only determining factor. You need to find out if she can form an alliance with these beings, if she can trust them.
Yeah.
Not just if they're nice. And she's not concerned really if they're nice. She's not asking you to do anything against Grazula. Should you make the determination in the opposite direction? But she's empowering y'all to make these decisions and to make reports to her. So you're going to be traveling to pseudo Fey Lords to have these conversations.
Okay, so then I'm going to...
I had no intention of you doing this job. No intention. I had this literally set up for a completely different group, and it was a campaign I was toying with for another. But this is what would happen in this situation.
Yeah, and then I'm assuming we're chaining this to the next one. We're going straight to pseudo Fey run.
Yes.
Okay.
I want to crush. We have gotten an element that we need. We need to work on our truck. We're going to need about 2 to 4 days to get this element in the truck so we can do our job more effectively. Can we have some time? I know that you have some amazing facilities here, and I'll be able to work quickly. We also need to get something to one Danny Lone Star. We need to make a delivery and send a message.
Of course. No problem at all. Makes perfect sense. Take the time you need. No more than a week.
Oh, it won't take that long.
And then, of course, no more than as long as you keep it under the week and do the rest, well, then we are all good, as it were.
So we're going to send the crystal to Danny instead of giving it to him ourselves?
Yeah, that's what you're going to have to do.
Yeah, that's fair.
I mean, you might not have a job when this is all said and done, but...
At least we have our lives.
You have your lives. I mean, that was one of the greatest moments I've seen in the game in a long time.
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen some crits on some incredible lucks over the last couple months, unlike I've ever seen. I mean, it happens. I mean, as much dice as get rolled at our table, everything's going to happen many times.
Yeah.
But that was a vital moment and an unbelievable result.
Yeah.
So
I mean, with all the rolls the way they were going, it blew my mind.
I thought it was over. I would have rather died.
Okay, Brian James. Let's get this truck fixed up.
Is there anything you want to do here in the propane realms as he works on your truck to take that crystal piece and put it into the engine?
I'm in like the most perfect place for Brian.
Yeah, you're in your version of heaven.
Yeah.
If you died, this is where I would have put you in Bearbo.
That's awesome. That's awesome. I mean, what is a propane plane like? Is it just gases everywhere?
Where you're at, it's a giant crystal city. They're not actually crystal. They're like see-through.
Yeah.
It's the beings here are all made of gases, so they all look ethereal. Mm-hmm. She doesn't. She is golden. She has a connection. The propane realm has a connection to the value realm. There's a part of the propane realm that has fallen into the. You're from there, from Value, Texas.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he was born in Value.
It exists in both realms simultaneously. It's funny because your character kind of looks like Hank.
Yeah, I mean he's
in the picture I picked.
Yeah, I noticed that too, and
it's kind of interesting.
It is. Yeah, no, he definitely kind of looks like Hank. I mean, he's a little different. Hank is much of a different person, much more different, but
yeah. But it's a beautiful. I mean, most of it looks empty. It looks like the elemental plane of air. It's just empty for as long as forever. But then there are places where it kind of clouds up deliberately, where the elementals have created places that are visual, and where you're at now, it looks like a giant glass city. Crystal Citadel is reaching up to this guy.
You know, I was
all your powers are increased here. You have your mana is doubled. You can do it. I mean, you have access to the full range of spells.
Can I gather value here?
Mm-hmm. You can gather value.
No value propane in the spell.
You got to roll your wisdom to meditate. You get one shot at it.
I made it. I rolled a 3.
Okay, you get 46 value power the first time you try.
Okay.
That would be the first day. What else would you like to do here?
Are there propane baths?
Propane baths? Yes, of course.
Yeah, I wanna cleanse the ranching.
You mean from the blast? The blast never touched you.
Okay, it didn't.
You are ranching free, sir. As the energy was coming down, the truck sucked into the portal that exists in the engine, and it came out the other side. That's what happened. It went like a tin can, and then out.
Can I speak to Sweet Lady Propane, or does she just is that like?
If absolutely you can. Mm-hmm.
Okay, I want to go to her.
Yes, Brian James. Is the truck finished?
I think Bearbo's still working on it. I think he's getting pretty close. I wanted to ask you. I know I kind of split my skills between my driving abilities and my propane abilities. But I wanted to ask: is there anything that you could teach me to better focus my propane power? I feel that my driving skills are peak performance, but my propane abilities sometimes feel like they're lacking a bit. Not that it's coming from you, but that it's coming from me. So is there anything that I could do better that you could teach me that could empower myself or give me the upper hand in a particular situation? I felt very helpless coming off against that ranching being.
Why did you not choose the path of an Eldritch Knight? Why did you choose to split your focus? Was it so you could have access to the pure mana that flows from magic itself?
That is one of the reasons, but I feel the touch of Sweet Lady Propane, but I feel the love of the road, and I felt that I couldn't just give up on one for the other. I felt I had to try to play both sides. I know that doesn't always come off as the right decision, but...
As you well know in the plains, the way to true power and greatness is singular focus. That's why Eldritch Knights live within the magic as they express themselves militarily. You have chosen two masters. You cannot have two masters. You will either love one or hate the other. And that isn't exactly true, but you can never give all of your focus to one or the other. This is the path you have chosen, Brian James. You must make peace with it, or it will destroy you, as it almost did before Orbis Sphericus Orantis. You're going to have to find your own way to balance things as best you can, but it will never be easy. It will never be everything that you want it to be. I could wave my hand right now. It is within my power to take the two sides of your being and make them one, to make you an Eldritch Knight of this very court, if you so chose. But something tells me that you don't. You might as well.
I have the answer. I'm gonna become about an Eldritch Knight. I'm gonna accept the offer.
Done. Then that is how this game ends, and you get a level of Eldritch Knight after you level. That's going to be quite a big bookkeeping work for you, sir. A lot of paperwork, so I don't envy you that. However, Great game, sir. Difficult situation, but a great game. Thank you so much for doing this. Thank you, everybody, for coming. Thank you all for being a part of tonight, which was, as always, a great game. I love Truckin ONU. I love Brian James. I love playing Bearbo. I love this entire game. And thank you all for coming. Thank you for your input. Always appreciated. Y'all are some amazing people. We have been blessed to have some fantastic people on our stream. And I am extraordinarily lucky to be a part of all this and to have people like you in my life. So thank you, everybody else. Thank you for coming. But for now, the stream is ending.